Hello, and we're back. I set up a few things. I got it lit up. I made me a couple of tools. I'm going to show you these tools because this is my suggestion for you. Um, this stuff is after you go mining for a while and have your town um, progressed up a little bit, where you got a couple of stacks of cobble and a couple of stacks of wood in there, and maybe a stack of glass in your town. That means you've sold it to them. Okay. You've sold them that much so that then when you're off doing your stuff, they'll auto build and stuff, and you just have to go back and check on them and everything. um, First things first, when you're walking around your village, if you have a pig farm there, or if there's a lot of pigs around, you'll probably be picking up some bacon. So it is raining outside. I wanted to let you guys know that for a reason. um, I did not make it rain. It just started raining on the sun. So I went ahead and built a water tank outside. I need 2 of them, so I'm going to show you that. Bacon, that's what I use for my main food source. I kill pigs and I get bacon, and then I sell the pork to them. Bacon's probably going to be your best bet if you want to do a farm. Go ahead and do a pig farm for yourself, and then breed pigs, and then keep the bacon, and then you can cook and sell the pork to your neighbors. I'll put this in here for now. I'm going to put these in here. Okay, so this is the basic setup that you need. It's only 1 block. If you put it in here, you can only smelt one thing at a time. But this is the only thing you need. Now, I don't know if he's fixed this in this one, but I cannot get the seared tank to actually hold any liquids. It always stays empty for me. So I use the seared glass. You can use the seared window too. Both of them work. They hold liquids, and you can pick them back up and place them back down. I don't know what was the problem with the seared tank. I did not try it in the update this time. You can try it if you want. Just be mindful that you might lose lava. I think he's looking into that. He not really sure if that's a problem with the Tinkerer's mod or a problem with the interaction with his mod pack. So he's going to see that. And it stopped raining outside. Good. 1 block tall is all you're really going to need at the start. There's no real point in building it any higher than this, because all you're going to do is use it for tools and maybe alloys. And the first alloy that I'm suggesting that you make is Elementum. And this is why. If you see here, Elementum has a mining speed of 17. Okay, so I'm suggesting that when you go mining, the first thing you do after you build this little 1 block smeltery, which shouldn't take, let's say that's 4 there, from 4 bricks down there. This is 6, I think, for the seared window, and then 8, and another 6 here. That's 12, and that's 7. So 4, 8. 20, 28, 36. So maybe a little more than half a stack of, if you do a full stack of, if you do half a stack of gravel, clay, and sand, it should give you a full stack of grout, and that should be plenty for this right here. And this is all you're going to need for a good long while right here. And you want to make this right here. Now, I know what you guys are going to say. This is 90. Your starting tools that you're probably going to start out with are the flint right here. And if you look at the flint here, the durability is only 171. So you're only losing 80. And if you put a diamond on there, like I put a diamond on there, it'll give you plus 500, which will make it 680. And then I've got two repairs. You can find dungeons to get the moss, I believe, unless he's taken dungeons. I don't think he's taken dungeons out. If not, he did add chisel to it, and you can take smooth stone and turn it into the moss brick, I believe. Let's go to use. Shoot, get that off there. Uses. Go this way. Chisel, yeah, right here. Mossy stone. And if you go to uses on mossy stone, right there. 9 of them gives you a ball of moss. So you can do that to get your ball of moss's repair. Repair is not that big of a deal on your weapons. You only want to go ahead and put them on your flint tools at the beginning, just to I'd go ahead and put 3 on repair on all my tools, on my flint tools, just so they repair really fast. I put 2 on these because I wanted other stuff on there. I wanted the diamond on there, and also make sure that you're near a slime island. We have one right here. You can go up there and grab a tree, or you can wait for them to spawn and go kill slimes that way. It doesn't take that long to pillar up there. Maybe a minute, maybe a minute at the most, and then get a slime tree. There's stuff up there you can get to make slimes. So make sure you do that. And make slime tool rods. Slime tool rods are made from slime crystals. Let me look ahead and show you that. And if we press R here, you make slime crystals by smelting the slime mud. Slime mud is for of the blue slimes in the dirt and the sand. There's also the green slime crystals. Now, if we look at the tool rods here, is it going to show me the tool rods? Let me grab the green one here and I'll show you real quick. You can use the green ones for tool rods too, if you want. At the start of the game, it's a pretty good tool rod. The green ones give you 1.5. The blue ones give you 2.0. 2 times 2. So what this does is it increases the durability times 2. So that 80 will be increased to more than 80. I think I usually get like 150 or something like that, 120, 130, something like that with this in here. And also make sure you use a paper binding, and that gives you an extra slot here. So I went ahead and put a little bit of lapis to show you that you want to go ahead and put a little bit of lapis on your pick when you upgrade it to the elementum, and go ahead and use that, and it should upgrade as you're leveling, as you're using it on items. It should upgrade, and it'll give you fortune 1 at least, and that'll give you some double in action when you're mining stone. I mean, like you know, redstone, coal, that kind of stuff. Sometimes diamonds. Y'all definitely want to do that. Let me make a day again. I'm trying to show all this to you. So do that. Now, I want to show you this. If we go to picks, the very best, fastest pick for regular tinkerers is the cobalt, and it's a 14. And then they require you to put a bunch of redstone in it to get it up higher than that. If you use the elementum, you can use shiny 2, which gives you 14, and it has cobalt level. If you use the elementum, it's only an iron mining level, I know, but the mining speed is 17, and then the diamond on there actually upgrades it. So if you look down there, the mining level is actually obsidian now. So, and now you have a mining level 17 pick with just by going out and getting silver and gold and smelting it down in your smeltery. So this is my suggestion for tools. If you do a pick and a matic with this and put a diamond on each one of those, it should be good on tools for a long while. Again, he has fixed it, if I'm not mistaken, where you can't get the tool forge until after you get into Betonia. So you're going to be stuck with these tools. So you want them mining as fast as possible is your best bet at the start. I want to come out here because I want to show off your starting what's not starting, you are going to be required for this stuff to get a diamond. Okay, so you want to have a diamond before you start this setup here. You need a diamond for the mixer. Okay. Ow. And right now, I think I'm going to go ahead and turn this off of cheat mode. There we go. Just so I want to look at the recipes now. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up Hydra. Okay. This here is supposed to be a screw, but as you can see, it says note the block works, but is going to be replaced in the future. So I wouldn't suggest using this because it might just be taken out and then changed to something else. So and this is the only pump that's in there. I believe this is a pump. This is the only one in there that is going to get a water source up. So the only other option that I have come up with is this one I'm getting ready to show you. So I went ahead and put this out here, and it did rain. I had to put it out here when it rained, so it filled it up a little ways. As you can see, it does gain a little bit of water just sitting here on its own, and you want to build this as soon as possible, okay? And the recipe for it, this is why I said you wanted the slime, is 2 pieces of iron and then wood, the slime in the middle, and it gives you 6, and it is a 3x3x3, and it is hollow, so it's the same thing as the cocoa oven. Alright, there's nothing that indicates that you've built it right other than right clicking on it and it'll actually open up. If you right click on it and it doesn't do it, you've done something wrong. Also, you cannot build this underwater. I've been testing that. Also, it is better to build it in wet biomes, okay? You do not want to build this in a desert biome or anything like a desert biome where it doesn't rain, because you don't get the increased water flow from the rain. And I'm getting a pretty good flow here just by being out here and open in this one. The current biome I am in is forest hills, but we are really, really close over here to the water, as you can see, and I believe that's a swamp over there. So I am actually going to show you how to build this other one. Right here. Let's see, I want the vat's going to go here, space, mixer, no, vat, space, pump, space, so the mixer is probably going to go right here. Mixer, actually it's going to be out one more, so yeah, right here, should do, no. Yeah, see that mining speed, guys? That's awesome. It's definitely going to help you at the start of the game. And it's really easy to find gold and silver. Shouldn't have too much problem to find gold and silver. Like I'm showing you, you just build it just like you do a cocoa oven. Come on. And then you cap that off, and as you can see, it starts filling up water when you complete it. Also, I don't make a sword, guys. I just use my matic as a weapon. As you can see, it's plus 6 damage. So we shouldn't have too much trouble out of mobs with just this weapon at the start. Anything like the creeper, laser creeper, dino riders, they're going to kill you anyway, so you don't want to mess with them anyway. You probably just want to run and try to get out of the way. They do set you on fire too, just be mindful of that. There are regular laser creepers too that don't dino ride, and they will explode in your face too, so be careful of that. And I do want to go ahead and turn on the rain. So I'm going to turn this like that, and I'm going to turn on the rain because I want to show, see how much faster this is filling up with the raining. Yeah. So when it rains, it fills up much faster than normal. So I'm going to let the rain keep going, and we're going to set it back today. Looks like I set off a thunderstorm. So the first thing we want to set down is this low pressure vat, okay? And if we press R here, there are three pressures. There's low, medium, and high, and all of the machines here have a maximum amount of pressure they're allowed. Like, for instance, this one's only a low pressure maximum. Okay, so you want to look at that. Low pressure is all you need to start. It's really, really simple to make. So, low pressure vat here is lead, pressure walls, which are stone, regular stone, and a piece of lead in the middle. That gives you 8. These gasket rings, which is just paper around the iron bar, which you know how to make an iron bar. That gives you 4. And then this core in the middle, which is just a pressure wall, stone, and then lead. That gives you 2. Okay? And that'll give you this vat here. Put this vat right here. I'm leaving the rain on so I can fill these vats up because I need some water in them. And then you also want to make these. These are liquid hoppers. You make a regular hopper and surround it in glass like you would with where the iron was with the regular hopper, and it gives you a liquid hopper. And this moves liquids. Okay. And if we shift click on this water siding here, it will connect and pull out. And this is like the omnidirectional hopper. It'll pull. It switches wherever you're aiming at. So it'll fill up whichever direction you're aiming at. And if we look in here now, why don't you? This is from Railcraft, I think. Alright, let's turn the rain off. The zombies are starting to come out because of the thunderstorm. Oh no! Get in the water. Oh goodness. I'm back at spawn. We'll get back over there. Where we died, it's fine. Oh, dude, stupid thing. He'll get such a kick out of that. That was the regular laser creeper. I don't like those guys. Let's go back around to the back here. Is there another one? Okay. So by the time you have these tools, you should be armored up too. I didn't spawn any armor in, so let's go back over to base. Okay. Now, why aren't you feeling? Let me cut right here, guys, and I'll figure out. Okay, guys, I figured out. I had it backwards because I'm a derp. Okay, these are called low pressure pipes, and you need these to connect all your machines up. And press R on here. They're just gaskets and then lead on the top and the bottom, and you get 4 for each one. Move this out of the way. And you have to start with water, guys. There's another thing you can run these off of, and it's called hydraulic oil, or let's see if I can get it up here. Hydraulic oil right here, and I'm going to show you how to make that right right now. But that's the setup we have for now. So we got this, and we put a pipe in here. So now we're going to put a low pressure pump in. The pump here is what causes the pressure in the system. So it gives all your machines pressure and also provides them with the liquid that you're using. In this case, it's water. And you make it like this. You need 4 pistons, glass, gasket, pressure wall, and a low pressure core, which I just showed you how to make all of those. And then we'll pop this down. As you see, it connected, and it automatically filled with water. Okay, and we need some burning materials, which I already cooked some charcoal up in here. So put this in here, and as you can see, with the water in here, it generates 25 millibars of pressure, and you can see this will slowly start filling up right here, and also tells you what the burn time left or whatever you put in here is down here. So the next machine we're going to put down, and this is 1 block too far. Shoot. Let's do 2 pipes, just so we can have this in the place we need it. I need it right here. Is the mixer. Now the mixer is made with a high pressure core, okay, and also a valve. The rest of these you know how to make. The valve is made with 2 hoppers, 2 gaskets, and 4 walls, and you get 4 of them. And then the high pressure core is made with these. It's called enriched copper ingots, okay? And if you click on this, you need enriched copper dust, okay? And you just take a diamond shard and combine it with either pulverized copper or copper dust, all right? I would suggest the pulverized copper, which you can do in a grinding stone, okay? And you pretty much know how to make a grinding stone. If not, you put a 3 stone here, a wood gear here, 3 quartz crystals here, and then 2 blocks of cobble right here, and that gives you the grinding stone. And then you take 5 sticks and put them like this, and that gives you the handle to make it turn. So you cannot get this copper dust, okay? The reason you can't get this copper dust is, well, you can if you put a regular ingot in a crusher, but if you're getting the copper chunks, so if you're taking the ore and putting it in your crusher, that copper that you put in there, you cannot put this in a washer. There's a glitch right now that is crashing people's servers with the washer, so he's going to disable the washer the next update, I think. So do not use the washer for right now. There is a chance that it will double your ores when you put the washer through here, through the washer. So that's cool. Just be mindful of that. And you do double them in the crusher too. So let's go back to here. So that's how you get that, and then you smelt the enriched stuff up to get the bar. And you need a medium pressure core, which is the low pressure core surrounded on the sides with pressure walls and copper. Okay, and that gives you the medium one. It only gives you one. Okay, so I'll place this out, and also you are going to want some kind of automated wheat farm. There is an automation in here, but it does require you to get this into operation. I would suggest building a wheat farm near wherever you're going to build your little this setup here. This is your basic setup, and you're going to want to build it in a wet biome somewhere where you get a lot, where it fills up a lot. You're gonna need a lot more water than this to keep it going. Okay. As you can see, whenever you connect something, the water equalizes into everything. So, and then once you get this built, you actually need one more thing here. You got water coming out of the sides, but you also need, let's see, get the water in here. You also need water into the top here, which is why we have this second piece. So if I put, I'm going to do this. Shoot. Let me place this here. I need to fill up this tank. This is a tank from Opblocks, I think. Yeah. And then I'm going to put one of these water tanks here real quick. Okay. How much will it hold? The inner thing here holds a certain amount of liquid. So, how much is in here? None. So we'll let all this switch over to there. That's the whole reason this is in, so it'll generate that for this right here. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on top here. So no. Now for this, you probably want a water source nearby. You can just fill this up with the water source if you want. You don't need this. You don't need this tank for that. We want to target this. There we go. And that will drain it off the side and fill up this here. As you can see, it's filling up the water. There's 16 millibuckets. And once this is started to fill with water, you want to put seeds in here, and it will start to operate. It'll use pressure, and it'll use some water, and it'll start making your hydraulic oil. All right. Now the hydraulic oil is much better at keeping your system running, and then I'll show that because I'll drain this out, and then I'll show you what the difference is. So we'll let that run, and we'll go ahead and take this one up. The liquid hoppers do not hold their inventory, so if you break them, you lose whatever's in them. So be careful. Okay, so next thing we got is the crusher. You need these friction plates for this one, which is like this. And no, that's the wrong one. Hold on. You need pistons. Okay. You need your medium pressure core, which I already showed you how to make, which is this. You need gasket, pressure wall, and the interface valve. And this one is pretty cool. So you just press that down and let it start filling up with pressure. As you can see, pressure equalized. So the pressure brought over some pressure from over there. And you have this in here, and it basically doubles everything. I don't know if he's fixed it, but it also doubles sand from I don't think I have any ores, do I? No. I'll use sand as my I'm not sand, but cobble right now. So you just stick like this. If this was ore, you just stick it in here. It'll take it up, and then it'll shoot it over here, and it'll give you 2, and sometimes it'll give you 3. Okay, so like there, 1 cobble turned into 3 sand. Okay, so it'll give you 2 and sometimes 3. Okay, so just off of the crusher alone, you'll sometimes triple your output. It won't happen every time, but it will happen sometimes. Okay, and the last one that you probably need to be worried about on your starting setup is the friction incinerator. And if we look at this, the friction plates I just showed you, which is just smooth stone in that setup. And everything else you know how to make, the interface and all that stuff. So we're going to go ahead and put this down after we put another thing there. And we're going to grab us some more bacon. Yummy, yummy. As you can see, if you place this tank up against that tank, we should have this one more closer. But I didn't think about the back there. I could have just connected that straight in, I guess, and it would have went into the thing. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Let's fix that because I need this. Yeah, let's get this out. And I believe this can just connect right in the side here. That way it looks better. What the heck? Double clicking thing. There we go. And it's not putting the water in because it put the water in here first, and then it'll fill this tank up in here, and then it'll fill this water tank up in here. And like I said, when it rains, it'll increase the amount of water you get in there. That's my experience anyway. So this is the friction, and I waited a little bit so the pressure will equalize. And this thing is cool. Let's go in here and we'll grab some of this sand here. This is our test subject, and we'll put the sand in here. And it'll take the piece in here and it'll run through the friction thing to heat it up and turns it into glass. Or cook whatever, like if it's if it's the ores, it'll turn it into this stuff right here, the gold chunk, and then you put that in here and it'll do that. Okay, now you will need at least one of these shards here, and you just put the diamond in the crusher and it gives you the diamond shards. Okay, and that's the only use for it, so you only just need 1 diamond. 9 of them should be plenty. This gives you 2 dust, and if you go to uses on dust, you smelt that down and it'll give you 1 of those. So you need 2 of these, I guess, because you need 4 for that. And so that's your basic ore doubling system there. As you can see here, dramatically increasing the amount of water intake. And here, when it's raining, you're usually in the plus when it's raining. I am running quite a few machines off of this, so but if you build this 3 machines in a water biome or a place where it rains a lot, if you run these 3 machines here near an auto farm, you can automatically input seeds into your mixer and get this hydraulic oil. Okay, so real quick, I'm going to cut the video and I'm going to drain the water out of this, and then we're going to fill this thing up with some hydraulic oil, and I'll show you how much better it runs. So we will be right back. Okay guys, we're back. I took things off of here. I got this set up like this. In my experience, you don't need to put this thing on here. It usually drains it all out without this being on there and between what it uses to. But you can. I'm going to put these 2 up here for now. as you can see, it'll drain the water out of the entire system. So it'll drain it out of this one first, and then once you see that, see, and you want every single machine to be empty of water. Okay. Once that happens, wrong place. There we go. You want to break this. Now this is after in another wet biome. You want to have this 3 set up over there. So you want to build a copy of each one of these right here, and 2 of your water sidings, and place them somewhere else with a wheat farm, a big wheat farm. And that should help you with food, and you can sell that to your village over there if you want. This in here. We're going to pop this on top. Clip this on here, and now this will drain into the system, as you can see. And as you can see now, your max is not 25, it is 50. So you're getting twice the amount of pressure off the hydraulic oil as you did with the water. So it's twice as good with the low pressure system. And really, you want to use the hydraulic oil instead of water on any one of the pressures, low, medium, or high. It's just the low pressure is what you're going to start with because it's the easiest to do. And as you can see, these machines here are already running. They still need the same amount of liquid, only the oil. And as you can see, it's a little bit faster with the hydraulic oil in here. So, 16 millibuckets 16 buckets of oil will take you a little while, and apparently this is supposed to use a little bit every so often. I don't know if it does, but you do want to keep hydraulic oil around for upgrading your thing to medium and the medium pump and the high pressure pump, and you also want to upgrade to the medium vat and the high pressure vat. Okay, and you're going to need more liquid. As far as I know, you're going to need more liquid in each one. So that about covers your basic start. Remember that you only need this little bitty thing. You're not going to be using this for much other than making tools and making some alloys. If you use a lot of alloys, you might want to make it a little bit bigger, but you can keep stacking it up. If you're using a lot of alloys, you might want to do a 2 by 2 and make it 3 high, and that should give you plenty of room. But at the start, that little bit there will help you out. Make sure you get these running, and make sure you do it in a biome that actually rains, okay? Because you need the rain. These will not, by themselves, these will not cover your machines unless you build multiple ones of them. And they definitely want to do the low power system until you get the hydraulic oil, because in a high powered or medium power system, these tanks are not going to be able to cover just this thing. And as you can see, this stuff is running, still ain't used any oil. So maybe the medium and high powered ones use it oil. I don't know. I wonder how much is used. I want to see how much water it uses. Does it use 100 water? It looks like it uses 50 water, and a seed produces 100. Okay. So guys, oh, and the tools, guys, Elementum with a diamond. Now these are just starter tools, guys. I'm not saying these are the best tools in the game, but you can't beat starter tools that have a mining speed of 17. And with the paper binding, it gives you 4 slots, so you can get the lapis on there and 2 repairs. And it won't keep it up all the time, but it'll keep it up enough to where when you're not using it, it'll repair itself, so you don't have to worry about it. And Elementum is not that hard to make or come by. Ooh, and we got Dog Charm. Okay, the Dog Charm, since we got one, is a dog. You right click it on the ground and it summons a dog, and it's your dog from now on. And if you get a stick in your hand and you right click on the puppy dog, it has talents, and you see here it has 15 points. Now every talent does something special, so you can scroll over each one of them in game and see what they want. I like the Fisher. Okay, and if you're using it as a hunting dog, you might want to put the hunting thing on there. Each one of these does something different though, and there's more pages. See, you can use a wolf mount to ride your dog anywhere at speed. So you can put it on. You can put it on the mount. Let's do that. And let's go. And I don't know, puppy eyes. There we go. I don't know how to mini max this, guys. Also, there's a setting here that tells you if they're docile, wandering, and aggressive. I would keep it on aggressive and then switch it to unless you can use the this one might be better, and you can actually command this thing to do. Let's go look at that right here. And I'll show you. I'll get this thing out. Dog. This thing here is the command emblem, and you make it like this. And if we go ahead and spawn one of those in real quick, I'll show you how it works. You just put it on your bar, and you right click, and it shoots a little ball out. That's a cow. So we aim at the cow. See? And then he'll go attack him. Pretty cool. Oh, and he's wet. Okay, so the Fisher thing, when he's wet and he shakes off, sometimes there's a chance that you'll get fish. So if you build, he's getting wet from the rain and is shaking off here. So if you build your base in a place like over here I just ran into, where you have to cross the water every time you get in there, it'll take you longer to get in, but every time he goes into the water and comes back out, he'll shake off, and when he shakes off, there's a chance he'll throw a fish at you. There's another way to get food. Really, really easy, just by using the doggy thing. And it looks like I killed something and it dropped the doggy charm, so they probably drop, I don't know where all they drop. You can go look it up on the wiki, and they'll tell you. Really cool mod. There's a whole bunch of different stuff in here. There's stuff to level him up. There's dog boxes. There's feeding bowls. There's a dog bath. There's these little throwing bones that you can throw, and he'll go fetch it. Well, and I got magnet mode on, so it's not throwing. It's automatically coming back. Let's turn that off. You're not even interested in it, are you? You might have to switch him into different mode. But that's about it, guys. Remember, Ingenuity. Where's another spawn? Tinker Silent anyway. The mod is Ingenuity. I will have the link to the forum on the description. If you like this episode, make sure you smack that like button. If you subscribe to my channel, I'll send you notifications when I have new videos out, and you come check them out and see if you like them. If you do like this video and you want to share it with your friends, There's a share tab down below. Click on the share tab, copy the link, post it in your Facebook, Twitter, wherever you do social media, and I will see you guys in the next episode.